Right, tomorrow the Andrews Labor government brings down a budget that even its own ministers admit it'll be a horror show. If you believe the Premier, the red ink is all COVID's fault, even though he locked the state up and even though the budget was in the red long before the Wuhan flu arrived in Melbourne. When called out about the COVID lie, the Premier then tried to say that, just like mortgage holders, he'd somehow been duped by the Reserve Bank. So now his debt's not just COVID's fault, it's the RBA's fault. Now, in the state of Victoria, as we know, it's never the Premier's fault because Daniel Andrews never takes responsibility for anything. But as any dolt who can add up will tell you, it's no secret why Victoria's debt's now soaring towards $200 billion. This is a government that can't help bloating the public service and is incapable of delivering infrastructure on time and on budget. That's why staff will need to be cut and projects delayed. But will any of this cut through with the public when by far the biggest spectacle over the weekend was the Liberal Party's continuing self-destruction? On Saturday and again on Sunday at the Liberals' Victorian State Council in Bendigo, leader John Pesutto was cheered and heckled by his own side for expelling Moira Deeming simply for standing up for women's rights.
Thank you very much. Order, order, order.
If you can't unite your own party, there's no way you can prosecute a case, even against the worst government in the country. But that's been the Victorian Liberals' problem all along. After almost 30 years of this, but for one brief term in government, you would think they might learn.